Congratulations!
Everybody stumbles a little their first time trying something, right? Except for Dolph Lundgren, because that man can do no wrong, even if he tried. I mean, any bad situation would be easily turned around simply by adding Dolph Lundgren into the mix. But most people are not Dolph Lundgren, and need a little getting used to things before they can succeed. This is the case of PIXELJUNK Racers. Having written this review after the release of all the other great titles by the PIXELJUNK team, my opinion is somewhat different than if I had written this review as soon as Racers was released. Hindsight is always 20/20. Except if you're Dolph Lundgren, then your hindsight is 22, which is the eyesight of an eagle. If there had been no other PIXELJUNK games released after Racers, I would have ripped into Racers more critically, with only the eye that a critic like me can have. But instead, I'm going to take into account the knowledge that all the other games are amazing, so I'll be more lenient on Racers. Maybe you'll call this unprofessional, and that the game should be reviewed as individual flips of a coin, where you always have a 50-50 chance of either heads or tails, instead of a coin that has landed 9 times in a row, so probability predicts a higher chance of that coin landing on heads. And to that I say, you care way too much about probability theory, and you should probably go outside and introduce yourself to a couple girls. If you were a kid, and of course you're a kid once, unless you're still a kid, and to that I say, you should probably go outside and play instead of watch this review, then you remember electric racetracks. The ones that came with those cheap plastic triggers, and when you pulled the trigger it made the cars go? This is what the game is going for. A virtual simulation of a toy that was fun until the age of 12. You see the entire track at once and you hold a button to go. You can move in and out of the track, but that's it. You think you are in control of the car until you realize you're in as much control of the car as a gas pedal is in control of a real car. There's no turning the wheel to go around turns, and anything else that has been widely accepted by every racing game since pole position. Hold the gas pedal and weave in and out of traffic until the short 3 laps are over. This is the extent of the game.
Just 2 laps to go.
Sure, there are multiple racing tracks and modes, but they don't really add much. Some have you riding right behind someone until they explode, which is not that outrageous if you're used to driving on traffic on I-70. Others have you avoiding other cars until you build up your combo and increase your speed. Every event awards you with a trophy. No, not a PlayStation Network trophy, you obsessed people, and even though they are in here, they're easier to get than hepatitis in Delaware, but rather PIXELJUNK trophies for how well you accomplish each event. And with how easy some of these events are, you'll kind of feel insulted. It's like receiving a ribbon every time you go to the bathroom.
30 seconds! Bronze!
The game is like a Wolverine. You think it's a good idea to gain a Wolverine until you own one, and it wants to kill you. And no matter what costume you put it in, or what you do with the Wolverine, it still just wants to eat your face. If you're new to the PIXELJUNK world, I would not recommend this be the one you start off with. Or maybe I should recommend it. It all depends. Would you rather know that a girl you're dating has 16 toes on her right foot before you started dating her? Or would you rather find out the hard way after a couple dates in? It's all up to you. And if you think this was a bad review where I didn't talk too much about the real gameplay, at least you walk away knowing the eyesight of an eagle.
Congratulations!